Hello again, I am Blunty, and just as I predicted when I tore apart that janky, half-assed, not even at prototype stage Indiegogo campaign for a clip-on Nintendo Switch battery pack, Nyko have come out of E3 bursting at the seams with a bunch of Switch accessories. No less than 15 of them, as a matter of fact. Some of them absolutely brilliant and basically must-owns, and some others are kind of classic Nyko kookiness of varying degrees of practicality and usefulness. And yes, I'll be trying to score some review samples of some of this stuff, so you guys should let me know what you're most interested in seeing. The Power Pack nails exactly what you'd hope for. Relatively compact, kickstand included, properly vented so the Switch won't cook, and a capacity that more than doubles your playtime. And at a classically affordable Nyko price point too. Want. There's also the Boost Pack, a smaller capacity battery booster with a 2500 mAh battery which will give you about 3 additional hours of play. But the trick here is that it works with the standard dock. So unlike the more powerful Power Pack, you can just leave this one on your Switch at all times. No need to detach it to use your dock. It'll even charge itself using Nintendo's dock. And it's just $30. Nice! Not done yet with compensating for the Switch's merely okay battery life. Meet the Nyko Power Shell Case. A fairly standard looking shell case, but with a 6000 mAh battery built in, even higher capacity than the Power Pack, but less elegant as you'll be running a built-in USB cable from the case to your Switch. But it does have a tabletop mode, so you can stand your Switch up and play it and charge it all at the same time. This, I feel, is perfect for those long plane trips. It even stores up to 16 game cartridges. Need. And here is the Nyko accessory that is getting the most press at the moment, a portable dock, something many Switch owners have been wanting. Nyko's portable docking kit looks super tiny. It comes with a USB-C power adapter right in the box and a HDMI cable right in the box, so you get everything you need in the box. The only thing really sacrificed for getting it this small is the USB ports, so you won't be charging your Pro Controller, for example, or plugging in any other USB accessories with this dock. Which is a shame, but it's an acceptable compromise for a dock this small and easy to stash. Want. I have reviewed Nyko's charge block system before, and in fact I still personally use it for my PS4 and Xbone controllers. It is fantastic, basically flawless really, and I never want to do without its convenience ever again. So it's nice to know if I ever get multiple sets of Joy-Con, I can just add a new charge block to my existing deck to keep them topped up. Nice. Also available, of course, for the Pro Controller. And while I don't yet need the Joy-Con one, I am already tired of the additional clutter the USB cable on my desk that I've been using to keep my Pro Controller ready, so I am getting one of these. Need. Back to charging though, and there's this charging dock. It doesn't connect to your TV or anything, but it is a relatively compact way to keep your Switch and 2 extra Joy-Con charged up. Might be handy for the bedside table, I'm thinking. You know, you're playing it handheld in bed, and then instead of fiddling with a cable or something, you can just pop it back in the dock to charge up overnight. Neat! Now, we all know Nintendo are doing that weirdo thing with their online service, slaving it, as they are, to a mobile phone app, which is dumb and everybody hates it, but whatever. At least Nyko have a neat solution for keeping your phone handy while playing, so you can manage your online lobby and chat and whatnot on your phone, but without having to pick it up and put it down and sit it beside you and lose it between the couch cushions or... it's so dumb, Nintendo. Why do you do this? Anyway, this is a Joy-Con grip with a phone grip built in. It'll also store some game cards and micro SD cards if you like. And, because why not, it also has a built-in battery that'll keep your Joy-Con topped up. Or, and this is the far more useful thing, to keep your phone charged up, because having to have your phone turned on constantly while you're playing an online game will drain your battery ridiculously. Again, Nintendo. So this is a bit awkward, but useful. Then there's Nyko's Intercooler, of course, because it's Nyko and apparently have to intercool everything. But unlike the intercoolers they make for the other consoles, and even some controllers, believe it or not, weird, this one may actually be practically useful, as some people have reported the Switch getting pretty hot while docked. Some say it's even hot enough to mess with the glue on some cheap screen protectors. For the record, my Switch is fine. I have the dock in a well-ventilated position and it doesn't seem to run very hot at all. And my screen protector, still perfect. But for a bit of peace of mind and redirecting the airflow in less than ideal locations for your dock, this might be useful, so long as those fans are very quiet, because the last thing you want is noisy fans while you're gaming. Nyko also have a wired Pro controller alternative too. They call it the Core controller, and for $30 it just might be a nice way to cheaply boost your local multiplayer capacity. At least while in docked mode, not so useful of course in tabletop mode. But be warned, it does not have an NFC reader or any kind of motion control, so game compatibility is potentially limited, but it is pretty cheap and it will be useful to some folks for many games. So, okay. I have tried several attempts now at products designed to make the Joy-Con more comfortable and easier to use in the sideways two-player configuration. They're always a compromise between how well they work in single-player dual-wield mode and two-player mode, so for some types you have to put them on and take them off and put them on and take them off and But Nyko have an interesting idea on how to try to satisfy both ergonomic needs. The palm paddles on these cases fold away. I'm not yet convinced this would be great in either mode because those palm paddles will essentially have to be quite thin, and I don't know whether I'll dig into my palms or not, who knows, but I am very eager to try them out and see because it is a clever idea. It is a classically Nyko simple and clever solution. Or at least an attempt at a solution. We'll see, I guess. And they are only $10 as well. Maybe. Also at that price point, by the way, a nice protection option, the thin case. Not much to say here, it is what it says it is on the box. But here's the kicker, unlike every other protective case for the tablet section I've seen so far, Nyko claim that this one is thin enough to be left on while docking, which adds a whole new level of convenience. Now this is something I will need to try for myself before I'm ready to recommend it, but you know what, I'm only willing to actually try it for my Switch if it comes in a less obnoxiously bold color scheme. This is a bit much for me. I just want a simple, plain, matte color, please. But it is cool. More protection, but less convenience, the bubble case. I doubt I'll like this one, though it does leave all the controls unfettered, which is nice, and it does offer protection for when you put Switch face down on your desk or something. The ridge around the outside doesn't seem like it'll make for an ideal ergonomic solution. I'm ready to be proved wrong, might be worth a look, but I'm doubtful. We're still going. Nyko swoops in again with a simple and clever solution with a metal kickstand replacement for Nintendo's own flimsy but moderately serviceable built-in kickstand. Nyko's will snap into place without tools, of course, as the native kickstand is designed to break away to prevent accidental damage anyway. So in a matter of seconds, you can clip in this as a sturdier replacement. It will also hold a couple of spare micro SD cards, because why not? Clever! And lastly, for those of you who don't want to use a screen protector for some reason, but still worry about the dock marking up your screen, as indeed happened to my own Switch on day 2 of ownership, sigh, here are some dock bands. Weird, but they look like they'll work fine for helping keep your Switch perfectly aligned to the dock while docking and undocking. Frankly, I would just recommend a nice tempered glass screen protector instead. These are just, I don't know, they're a bit silly, aren't they? But there you are, Nyko with basically a solution for everyone. And again, I'll be bugging them for review units ASAP, so fingers crossed we can get some cooperation there. But I would like to give you guys the classic old Blunty stamp of approval, or indeed not, on a few of these things. I'm most interested in the docks and the battery packs. What about you guys? Which ones would you like to see a review of? But thanks for watching, I am Blunty, and I will catch you next time.